Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm super excited to bring you my completed LEGO Star Wars Battle on Umbara build. Now, this build has been in the works for over 3 months now, and is about 2 by 3.5 of the large 48 by 48 gray base plates. So, for those of you who do not know, Umbara is a planet which was seen in the Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show Season 4, and that is kind of what this build is inspired by. So in this video, we're going to be taking a complete look at the build from left to right and just going through all the cool little details. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and take a look at the build. Alright, so the story behind this build is this. So we have Obi-Wan leading a squad of troopers kind of at a full-on frontal assault of the Umbaran Airbase. And this is actually a diversion tactic for Anakin, leading his squad of 501st through the jungle to attack the Umbaran Airbase kind of from a surprise attack standpoint. So basically this MOC is kind of split into three main sections. You have the Umbaran Road, which leads down the middle. You have kind of the two foliage sections on each side. And then you have the actual airbase or outpost portion. So we're going to go ahead and start off in the left with kind of the Republic forces and the jungle and road section, and then move our way to the right to the actual Umbaran Airbase. So without further ado, let's go and get started and take a look at the build. Alright, so we'll start off here on the left section with the Republic forces, kind of take a look at the main road, and then the foliage. So here starting off on the very left, you have a Republic gunship here deploying Obi-Wan's troops. Now this is actually an amazing custom gunship made by Thomas Jenkins Bricks on Instagram. I'll have the link in the description to where you can purchase the instructions as well as take a look at some more pictures. And I'll probably have a review of it coming out very soon as well. So you have the gunship here deploying Obi-Wan's troops. And again, it is hovering on the translucent glass pieces. Now, one thing you can definitely see right off the bat, I have included the regular Phase 2 clones rather than the 212th. And the main reason for that is I didn't have any too many 212 troopers, so that's kind of why, because of that inaccuracy. But anyways, you can see here we got Obi-Wan and his troops as they are kind of storming the main Umbaran forces. You can see they've already had quite a few casualties as well. You got, of course, a Clone Army Customs Commander Cody, and then Obi-Wan right over here, leading the main squad of troopers. So, one thing you can see in the very corner here is that the Umbarans are kind of launching a kind of surprise assault. So basically, if you've seen the Star Wars The Clone Wars episodes, you know that the Umbarans don't really do full-on frontal assaults. They use the more guerrilla warfare tactics. So that's kind of what I've tried to show throughout the MOCs, where we have small squads of Umbarans coming out through the jungles rather than just doing a full-on frontal assault. So you can see you have a squad of Umbarans right there who are ambushing the clone forces as they're deployed from the gunships. So you can see there are a variety of casualties here, which the Umbarans did with the surprise attack. We have a couple clones kind of fighting them off there. And yeah, so that's kind of an overall look at the clone forces. So again, you can see quite a few casualties on the clone side just because of kind of the elusiveness of the Umbarans. But anyways, now we're going to go ahead and just move along down the road. So this is actually a good time to just quickly talk about that road design. So if you've seen the show, you know that the Umbaran road has a very unique design. So this was built using kind of the snot or studs not on top technique. Basically what I did was created these kind of hexagons using the regular and inverted slopes, and then I put them on their side to kind of create that smooth look. And then lastly, I did use brackets to actually stand the figures. So again, really love that design. This is actually not my exact design. It's been used in a variety of different Umbara MOCs in the past. I'll again link in the description below to some of those as well. But again, really love that road design. Definitely one of my favorite parts of this build. And it kind of goes all the way through the build. And then on each side, you have kind of the blue lights. And again, this road is kind of inspired by the road to the capital, which was seen in one of those episodes. So now we can move along here, going down the road to the Umbaran forces that are coming out from the jungle over there. And then you kind of have a small squad of Umbarans here in the corner. So basically here we have a custom Umbara Assault hover tank, which was seen I believe in the first of the 4 episodes of the Umbara arc. So this is my own custom design. Really like how it turned out. So you have a Umbaran hover tank as well as a small squad of Umbarans kind of defending the entrance to the airbase against the Republic forces. So now that we've taken a look at the overall Umbaran road, we're going to go ahead and transition and take a look at a bit more of the foliage. Alright, so here we have a look at the foliage design. Now this was definitely one of the most fun parts of the build to make, just because in all overall Umbara just has a unique look compared to other planets. This is just a bit more of a unique planet. Lots of blacks, reds, purples, kind of a lot of the darker colors. And I just really like that combination of colors, and that's actually what inspired me to make this build. So here we have kind of the Umbaran plants. They're used mainly using a variety of the 3 different animal or dinosaur tail pieces, kind of stuck up forward, and that's kind of what is mainly made most of the plants here, as well as a few Technic pieces, as well as some other parts as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now I understand it is a bit tough to see just because of the black background, black coloring. It's maybe a bit tough to see all those details. So I'll try and get you kind of the best look possible. Now basically, you have just a variety of different crazy kind of plants, and I just wanted to make the jungle look really rural, like kind of just crazy and chaotic. So we just got all sorts of plant pieces here. And here's a bit more of a baseline view, so you can just see all the different sorts of plants I used here. So we'll go quickly to a handheld view here, but you can see it's just a lot of crazy plants, kind of different designs. So mainly we have those animal trunks along mixed in with some kind of Technic pieces. I really love those dark lavender kind of plants, which you see throughout the Umbara build. But again, you can just see just a lot of different types of plant pieces. Between them, we got a lot of kind of greebling and kind of road work, kind of a bit of rock work as well. But yeah, so overall, just a lot of crazy kind of chaotic designs for the plants. And again, I think it looks really, really good here. And then you can quickly gonna get a better look at the other section. So lots of plants. Again, this side maybe not as much, not as chaotic. But again, you can just see a look at the variety of different plants, mainly using those dinosaur tails along with the red cone pieces on top. So there's just a bit of a look at the road, at some of the plant work. Alright, so here you have a look at kind of Anakin's forces as he's leading a kind of small squad to attack the Umbarans through the jungles. So we got a couple of the bark speeders. Again, I know it's a bit tough to see, but we'll do a bit of a handheld view here. But we got 2 bark speeders here. One has kind of been destroyed, again, presumably by the Umbaran forces. So you got a lot of nice kind of fire design and detailing. But yeah, so we got a couple of those speeders, and then a ATRT walker. This is a nice custom design made by me. And basically, we got a small squad of 501st troopers. So what they're doing is basically attacking the Umbarans from the side. So again, I didn't have too many 501st troopers. That is kind of why I ended up mainly using the regular Phase 2 clones rather than a full-on 501st trooper group. But basically, you have the small squad of 501st here. And again, because most of the Umbarans are kind of focused on the main battle and the frontal assault, their forces kind of on the side sections here were a bit thin. So you can see we got the 501st clones here, and they're basically kind of just overwhelming the Umbaran forces. So we got most of the Umbarans already shot down, a couple more on the sides, kind of getting overrun by the clone forces. And you can see Anakin, Rex, as well as a few of the clones have already infiltrated the base, and we'll take a closer look at that as well. But yeah, so again, just a better look at some of the nice detailing. And of course, I did include one of the larger kind of Umbaran monsters, which you see in the show, kind of the Sarlacc kind of design here. So again, it was a lot of fun to make. You can see you got the nice teeth as well as a tongue, and the couple of kind of larger tentacle pieces as well. So now let's go ahead and take a closer look more at the airbase section. Alright, so here's kind of the exterior of the airbase. Again, not too much really detailing. Mostly this was just kind of a more of a simplistic design. So I have again used the snot or studs not on top technique. So again, what that means is bricks kind of laid on their side, and that gives kind of the smooth look. So you kind of have the rural kind of Umbaran jungles, and then when the airbase is there, you got kind of the smoother section. And overall, I think it looks really good. So up here in the corner, we got Anakin. So as you can see, he kind of already infiltrated, kind of past some of the Umbaran soldiers and has already gotten onto the grounds of the airbase. And you can see some nice detailing. So the whole airbase has that kind of like a bit of a barrier with kind of these lightsaber pieces connected to the ground. So Anakin and Rex here, as well as the 501st Trooper, have kind of infiltrated the airbase. You can see a small squad of Umbarans is kind of attacking him, as it was definitely a bit more of a surprise assault. Moving here to the top, we got a tactical droid here. So basically, if you've seen the Umbara episodes, you know that there are a variety of separatist ships above the surface in orbit of the planet engaged with the Republic forces. So I thought I would definitely think that there would be some separatist forces set down to the planet as well. Maybe not on an actual kind of invasion or attack level, but maybe more of a supervision role. So I got this tactical droid here along with his squad of commando droids, kind of just sent to the base as a bit more of an advisor. But now that they are being attacked, he's going to have to also get involved in the battle. So you got kind of a Umbaran soldier there talking to the tactical droid, as well as a few commando droids around him, and they're kind of going all in to help defend the airbase. So now let's go ahead and take a look at that airbase. Alright, so here's a look at the Umbaran airbase, or Umbaran outpost section. Now, before we get started, I just want to let you know, sadly there is no interior to this build. Again, that was mainly because of space limitations, but one may be added in the future. So the way this works is you have these kind of columns made by these 1x3 and 2x3 dark bluish gray slopes, and in between of each of them, you have the kind of lightsaber detailing to represent kind of the translucent or lights, which are seen in Umbaran bases. If you've seen the show, you know that the Umbaran bases kind of have a very sleek look, as well as a lot of kind of translucent colors and lights to it. So this kind of column detailing with lightsabers goes all the way across the entire base. Then you have a look at the center section. Now this section is made using the snot or stud snot on top technique. So I have bricks kind of laid on their side and then angled at that kind of 30-degree angle. And overall, I think it looks terrific. But anyways, there is a look at the Umbaran airbase. Again, the door sadly does not open. And again, the interior probably will be added in the future. So there is a look at the Umbaran airbase. Alright, and lastly here you have a look at the ARC 170 Starfighter. So basically this was kind of going on to attack the airbase. You can see it was then eventually shot down, presumably by a droid fighter kind of in orbit. So you can see its engine is kind of burning up here with flames. So we'll take a better look at that. So that was some nice detailing, again using that cool fire piece technique. But yeah, so originally it was supposed to be attacking the airbase as it's getting shot down. And again, this was kind of above the left section of the foliage. So overall, it looks great. And that's actually going to do it for a look at the build. So again, you have both sections of the foliage, the main road with the gunship leading down below, and just look some more at that plant detailing. So there is a look at the Umbara custom MOC build. Alright, but anyways, there you go. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be great. And of course, you're not free to subscribe and check out my actual Umbara MOC build playlist. So I have actually done this in a bit of a series. So I have actually shown my kind of building progress of this MOC. So I linked out to my building Umbara MOC series down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, overall, let me know what you guys thought. This was definitely a more unique build, definitely one bit of a different one that I made in the past. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And hopefully this end look was definitely worth the wait. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon, including a room tour, as well as a variety of other Star Wars related MOC videos. And lastly, I thought I'd just quickly mention, a lot of you guys might be asking, will I be buying the new 501st Clone Trooper set when it comes out? Again, if you're watching this video after August 2020, that set has already been released. And the answer to that question is yes. Eventually, I will be purchasing at least 10 to 15 of those sets. And when I do, I will replace the regular Phase 2 clones with the 501st Troopers. Again, at that point, I will make a bit more of an update video to the Umbara MOC. again showcasing the figure change as well as probably the expansion and interior of the build. And again, I'll have a link to that in the description when that becomes available. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon, and I'll see you all next time.